G'day, you beautiful, awesome people, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution! Right, so I should probably apologize for no upload yesterday, but unfortunately, and I kind of knew this was going to happen, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't happen, but alas it did. I've been so burnt out on the game that I had to take a day off from both playing this game and would just, well, of course, recording this game too, so I didn't grind for a day, and I also just did not touch the game for a day, which is why there was no upload. So I will make up for the lost day on Saturday, which is normally when this series does get uploaded without the marathon. So come Saturday, which will be like Sunday for Australians, there will be a double upload just to make up for that one lost a day. So we should end the marathon with the X amount of episodes that should have happened for the marathon. Also on the topic of this marathon, do keep in mind it does end next Tuesday or Wednesday if you are an Australian. Right, so in the previous episode we did start the GX era, and I have been informed by a couple of people that there are some decent elemental heroes and it can make a decent deck, just not the story deck. So I am right in that, saying that Jaden's deck is absolute garbage, but as an archetype in total, elemental heroes apparently aren't that bad. I mean, at least that's news to me. As I said, I wasn't really familiar with elemental heroes outside of what you've really seen in the anime, so that's kind of good to hear that elemental heroes is kind of decent outside of what you see in the anime. So I look forward to seeing what type of cards are available for elemental heroes. If it is somewhat fun to play, I may even look at running an elemental hero deck. As I said, I'm actually somewhat interested in running a Destiny hero deck or even an evil hero deck if those cards are even available in this game. Speaking of decks, I have to inform that one deck I was actually looking forward to running in Zexal, unfortunately isn't available until Arc 5, which really disappoints me. I actually didn't even know this archetype was even released in Arc 5, I just assumed it was Zexal, and that is the Burning Abyss deck, so I have to wait a lot longer to play my favourite archetype, and the reason why it is my favourite archetype, and no, it's not Blue Eyes White Dragon by the way, I think that might be a surprise to a few people hearing that, but the reason why Burning Abyss is my favourite archetype is because it is actually based on, like, the whole archetype is actually based on a piece of literature that is actually very close to my heart. Well, I shouldn't really say close to my heart, but it's just one of my favourite pieces of literature that I've probably read a couple of times now, which is Dante's Inferno, which is 1 out of 3 pieces from Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. Now, if you're familiar with Dante's Inferno, that's probably because you've played or watched the mini anime movie that came out for Dante's Inferno, which was based on the video game by, was it EA Games or I think it was Visceral Gaming that made Dante's Inferno, which came out on PS3 and PSP, which, by the way, I do own both versions of that game. It's not, it's somewhat faithful to the literature, but some parts they've gone with their own creative adaptation on certain parts and all that, which is perfectly fine. It's probably one of the best adaptations you'll see to date in regards to such old literature in like Divine Comedy. It's just a shame they didn't go any further than Dante's Inferno, but that's the main reason why I do like Burning Abyss, is because it's based on Dante's Inferno, which is one of my favourite literature pieces, and out of the 3, which is Inferno, Purgatory, and Paradise or Paradiso, Inferno is probably my favourite to read. Anyways, I digress. Bit of fun fact trivia there. Anyways, I did end up finishing Kaiba's pack. I got all 314 cards, which I nearly did just in last episode, and I did get all multiples, 942 of each card, which means the next deck we are opening is my Valentine for Harpies, because I did say if we didn't get to Syrus, which was not going to happen anyways, or I changed my mind at the last moment, we would do something from GX, but I'm going to do my Valentine because I think there's going to be like 2 things we can get from which do interest me. That's obviously like the Harpy Ladies deck, which I just want to run because as I said, I've got some history with running Harpy cards in Duelist of the Roses, and even just some type of interest of actually playing Harpies outside of Duelist of the Roses just to see how they run, and Harpy's Pet Dragon is kind of cool. And plus I want to use all the extra cards that they've brought out for Harpy Ladies since the last time I think I ever saw Harpies, which would have been like, oh, when was the last time I actually looked at Harpies? 10 years plus? Who knows? As I said, I was very brief back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a couple of years ago, and even then it was extremely brief, a day or two. And then even before that, it was, I think I would have played about a month, a couple of years before that as well, and then that would have been like the last time I played, and then the biggest gap after that would have been like 10 years after that, so I probably would have been out of Yu-Gi-Oh! For like 12 to 15 years maybe, if we're excluding my little brief introduction back into the game with DevPro for those little moments of time. So yeah, my Valentine Harpies, and the other archetype I think I will give out is Amazonius, or the Amazon cards, which again, I've had a few of them in my past. I actually owned a few of them IRL, so I wouldn't mind seeing how they've evolved. I know Tanya from the GX era does run Amazon decks, so it'd be really cool just to see or build a deck around them. Also, speaking of decks too, I forgot to mention, the Blue Eyes deck is now done. The Blue Eyes Destruction deck. So I had to make this because I've said that Blue Eyes just holds a spot in my heart very close to me, because nostalgia. Seto Kaiba was actually the very first structure deck I bought when Yu-Gi-Oh! First came out. The Blue Eyes structure deck with the very original Blue Eyes White Dragon. It had so many like iconic cards back then for the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! And then my second structure deck was of course Yu-Gi-Moto with the Dark Magician, of course. The very original Dark Magician, and that deck goes for so much money these days, sealed. I think I've actually got one in this house. We actually managed to hunt one down for a relatively cheap price. So yeah, as cards you kind of expect, we got Blue Eyes ×3, Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, which actually wasn't even all that hard for me to pull this time, funny enough. I pulled like 2 of them in a row, which blew my mind when that happened. So 3 of these. I got 1 Dragon Spirit of White. I was kind of like tossing and turning, but I kind of just went for 1 because it's never really sees play, and it's only really there to try and bring a Blue Eyes from my hand, or just to try and get rid of some spell trap cards, like some continuous ones. We got Manju, the 10,000 Hands. This one's for ritual support, so that's for the ritual cards, Chaos Form and Advanced Ritual Up, plus Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, which I've talked about in the openings for Seto Kaiba. So that's for that. We've got Master with Eyes of Blue, which is targeting tuners in my graveyard, and just for tuning in general. It's very rare I'll actually kind of use Master with Blue Eyes just in full general, because the match is over before I even get a chance. Sage with Eyes of Blue is the other one, which is getting a Blue Eyes White Dragon from my deck, like special summoning it. All you gotta do is just remove an effect card from the field to the graveyard, and then you can just special summon it. Very easy. It's also good for activating the effect of White Stone of Ancients, which when this is sent to the graveyard, could be from the hand or graveyard. At the end of the turn, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes from your deck to the field. And then there is also 1 Stone of Legend, which just brings or adds 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand when this card is sent to the graveyard. Again, it doesn't have to be from the field, it can be straight from the hand. Already spoken about Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, but this is a ritual card, and its effect is quite a nasty one too. If it does attack a monster in defense position, it does deal piercing damage, and it also deals it in double. So if you deal 2,000 piercing damage, the effect will double it and deal 4,000 instead. So it's very nasty, quite a good card, and it is a 4,000 beat stick. Just don't want it going to defense position because that's got no defense whatsoever. So as I said, we've got Advanced Ritual Art. I also do have cards of Consonance, which is aimed at discarding 1 Dragon Tuner, which is mostly these 4, which will activate their effects, of course, and then I get to draw 2 cards as a result, and plus I'll probably get a Blue Eyes on the field most likely, or if at worst to my hand. I threw in Double Summon because I actually didn't have enough cards, because I'm still missing a few cards in general. I'm actually missing a lot of traps at the moment because they come from Asuka's or Alexa's booster packs, so I just threw it in there just in case I wanted to bring out a couple of tuners, maybe first go, or just as discard fodder. It's mostly been a brick, but I don't know, it could also help with getting out a couple of these guys if I'm really, really desperate for some ritual cards. I might replace it for like a Monster Reborn if it does become a brick, but once I get the remaining trap cards, which is Solomon Warning times 2 more, and then Solomon Strike, I think was the other card I needed, I won't need it. Got 3 Pot of Greeds just for, you know, filler. Silver's Cry times 1, which is aimed at reviving some dragons and special summoning. I've got Soul Charge times 2 because again it's kind of filler. I should only really be running 1 in this deck because obviously it's limited to 1 if I was going to be playing PvP, but we're not doing that, so screw the rules! Melody of Awakened Dragon, which is great for bringing out Blue Eyes or Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon straight to my hand, which is great, even though Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon can only be special summoned once per turn using its effect. And then we've got Trade In just for more draw power, and of course Solomon Warning just for a little bit of negation in this deck because it doesn't have any, let's face it, there is 0 negation in this deck. Unfortunately, that is the one drawback with this deck. Then we have Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, very common fusion card for this deck, which just needs 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons to be fused together. Doesn't need to be done through polymerization either, which is the plus side to it. Polymerization is just an absolute trash card, let's face it, it's so slow to run. And not only that, 2 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon can attack twice per turn. And then when this card attacks an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, you can banish that opponent's monster. So e.g. if it was to attack a Marshmallow, because it's not destroyed, it would end up getting banished by the end of the turn. We also have a 0 Eyes Silver Dragon, which is great for just Blue Eyes Revival, because at the end of during each of my standby phases, I can target 1 normal monster in my graveyard, e.g. Blue Eyes White Dragon, and special summon it to the field. So if I've got to use Blue Eyes White Dragon to ritual summon out Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, I can do that and then special summon my next standby phase. Then there's also Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and I rarely use this one, but I think it's mainly just used to bring out a 0 Eyes Silver Dragon, or just for once per turn during either player's turn when an effect of a card in the graveyard is activated, you can negate the activation. During either player's turn, you contribute this synchro summon and special summon like dragon type synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position, except Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. Well, that's weird. Every time I've done that, it's never been destroyed. That's weird. Huh. Well, I never summon it anyways, but it's just weird. When I have done it, it's never gone boom. Unless there was like something stopping it. Unless it's because of its effect. Until the end of next turn, neither player can target dragon monsters you currently control. With card effects, they cannot be destroyed by card effects, unless that's the reason why it's not going boom. Because it says destroyed at the end of the turn, that technically would be negated by that. Okay, maybe that makes sense now in my head. Okay, I've always wondered that. I only just thought about it logically. I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense now. Never mind. It's probably a stupid way of summoning it because I just do it straight off the bat anyways. But anyways, let's get on with the campaign. So we might end up seeing the Blue Eyes deck because, no, I think this dude returns anyways. But if we do get a Duelist challenge, I'll be able to show it off then, or I just get stuck. Jen and his friends Syrus and Chumley were wandering the school grounds when they came across an old abandoned dorm that was supposedly haunted. No, they weren't. They weren't wandering the school grounds at all. They were telling haunted stories, and then their Professor Banner told them a scary story about the haunted dorm, or the old abandoned dorm, and said it was haunted. And then they got curious, and Jaden's like, hey, let's go check it out and see if it is haunted. They weren't wandering the bloody school grounds. That's how it all started. This game's got it wrong. To their surprise, Alexis was also there. Alexis, what are you doing here? That's funny, I was about to ask you guys the very same thing. We heard about the dorm and wanted to check it out. Well, that's not very intelligent. Don't you know that kids have a way of disappearing around here? Oh, that's just some urban myth. No, it's not. Believe me, I know. Why else would the Academy make this place completely forbidden? If they catch you here, they'll expel you, Jaden. So why are you here? One of those kids who disappeared here was my brother. Why are they saying kids? Should they be saying students? Because that's what the anime refers to them as. Bad wording, I guess. If Alexis's brother really disappeared, then the rumors aren't just rumors. I say we go back, Jaden. Yeah, I say we go in. What? Oh, wait up. I hope Jaden knows what he's doing. Ah, who are you? When Jaden and his friends entered the dorm to investigate, Alexis was captured by Titan, a notorious hitman hired by Dr. Crowler to kick Jaden out of the academy. Titan trapped Alexis in a coffin, using her as bait to goad Jaden into a duel. Hand Alexis over right now or you'll be sorry. The only way I'll free her is if you beat me at a shadow game. I'm not afraid of dueling you, but shadow games don't exist. The others didn't believe in shadow games either, but they were soon convinced. For you see, when you lose in a shadow game, you don't just pay with your life points, you pay with your soul. So you're the one behind all the disappearances. Well, you're not getting us, especially Alexis. Also, I kind of like how, just like a frame before, Titan's face, he doesn't go like that until like mid-game, when Jaden exposes that all of Titan's, you know, shadow games in quotation marks was just smoke and mirrors. And then when he's like, nah, screw this, you've already exposed me, off I go. And then suddenly the area that they're dueling in is like where their experiments on shadow games used to happen. So the reason why it's called the Forbidden Dorm is because previously there were students that were studying shadow games there, and then they must have figured out how to do shadow games, and then students suddenly disappeared, and then they're like, oh, well, students have gone bye-byes, so we should probably close this dorm and then build another one, which I think this might have been the old Obelisk Blue. I don't know the full story, but as far as I can recall, that's what happened. So yeah, while they were dueling, for some odd reason the shadow game activated again, and then Titan's face goes all veiny, and he's like, shadow game, I will send you to the shadow game. And there's like demons everywhere. You know the old shenanigans. Unless you win, she's mine forever, as will you be. Alright, get your game on. And funny enough, in the Japanese version, Jaden doesn't say get your game on, or I just have not been paying attention. But I know when he wins, he says gotcha, and in English he goes, and that's game, which is boring. I prefer gotcha. Right, we're finally into the actual duel. So Titan uses an Archfiend deck with Pandemonium as the field spell. So I'm looking forward to this. Hey, especially when I'm using such a terrible hand. I mean, I do have Skyscraper, so I guess that's going to be my only saving grace here. Though the downside to Archfiends is you do have to pay 500 life points to be able to keep Archfiends on the field. During their standby phase, of course. During your standby phase, gain life points equal to half of the total life points you pay during your... Okay, so instead of paying 500, he'll only pay 250 because he's going to gain half of that back. So I could go Tricks and then go Skyscraper, and then I'll get 2200. That should take that out, so it'll just come down to whether or not he's got something to stop the attack. So Tricks onto the field, no trap to stop the summoning, which is good. Right, that's gone, which is good, because I think that powers up other cards too. When this card is targeted by an effect of a card controlled by your opponent... Oh no, the roll the dice thing. Ah! Luck-based cards. Ew! Now I don't want to run Archfiend cards. There's a couple of cards that run that effect. Right, Monster Reborn, so bringing that back. Also, you didn't have to pay any life points because, yeah, I kind of destroyed it, didn't I? Alright, 1900 again. I could go Reinforcement of the Army and bring out Sparkman, Elemental Hero Sparkman. And then if I could get, oh, could I go Fusion Gate? I What if I should go Fusion Gate? Then I don't need to use Polymerization, and then I could summon Thunder Giant. I guess I have to have a card on the field. Okay, I just do this. I probably didn't need to do that, but oh well. And then that. I did have Spark Blaster, but there's no point because I can just use Thunder Giant's effect, which will destroy the Archfiend because it completely ignores effects anyways, or equip cards because it goes off base attack. Which is still not a problem because I still beat it in attack points anyways. But in this scenario, I gotta discard a card. Well, I'll just get rid of Spark Blaster. Oh yeah, roller dice. Ha! It failed. Completely forgot you had the roller dice. But still, it means I can attack. Get rid of that. I think that's another decent card too. Oh, you know what I just realised? I made a boo-boo. No, I don't want to replay. I want to go into main phase 2 though. Oh. There's probably a reason for that. It's alright, I'll just end phase. Oh cool, it gets destroyed next that turn. I was like, it wouldn't matter anyways, because you still got to pay life points. Right, card defense. If I just keep on the ropes too, I think I've got this easy. Oh, do I not have... Oh, because I banished him because of Fusion Gate. Ooh. I forgot that's what happened when you use Fusion Gate. That's kind of like the downside to Fusion Gate is you have to banish them. Because that was face down, it didn't get any effects that it normally gets. So I can deal 2200 life point damage. Hey, this is going very smooth. If I didn't have Thunder Giant too, I'd just Fusion Gate and go Flame Wingman here. Bestinatrix? Hey, if this goes through, which it should, I don't think this deck has any hand traps, I win. Because that's 3,000, that's definitely over 5,000. Yeah, we've got this in the bag, easy peasy. That duel went too smooth, like that was as smooth as butter. There was like no struggle whatsoever. Nice. Well, that was easy. No! Jaden was able to defeat Titan and free Alexis from a coffin. Well, it's a shame it didn't roll like that in the anime. Jaden was sweating, but I think that's because his head was so up in the Shadow Games. He was like, ugh, if I don't win, I'm gonna get sent to the Shadow Realm. Well, we all know what actually happens if you know the original source. Shadow Realm don't exist. No, 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 baby. The Shadow Realm's just putting it very nice. Where you go? Where am I? What are you doing here? Hold on, what kind of a thank you is that? We're here because we had to find the bad guy, win the duel and rescue the damsel in distress. Oh yeah, that strange man snatched me. That's right, we found your card in this. A picture of my brother. This is the first trace of him I've seen in a long time. I bought it to let you know that we want to help you find him. After all, we can't have you getting locked up in any more tombs searching for him all by yourself. Funny that, I'm pretty sure they do get locked up again. But you won't see it in this game, by the way. You really were worried about me, weren't you? Oh, okay, well, for the sake of Syrus. Nope, a little too early. Alright, we got the reverse duel, and we got Titan, we got the deck recipe for the Archfiend, and oh yes, we got the Bastion booster pack. So Bastion has a couple of cards that I actually do need to pull. More specifically for the Skull Servant deck. It was just a couple of cards I needed there. But we can do that anytime because the Skull Servant does kind of work. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, we're kind of missing over, like, you know, one of the biggest points of Season 1, but you know. I'll tackle that once we do the reverse duel. We've actually... Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna have fun editing the narration for this episode. I like turned around and my program's doing its thing. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but if there's some episodes that have like weird narration lineup, it's because sometimes when I narrate, I have times when like the program just doesn't send my recording program for my voice just doesn't want to work, and it all desyncs, and I gotta have fun in post-editing, having to put pieces together so it does sync up properly, so it's like, and that takes about an hour to do just to fix the desync issues. Right, I'm going first. I don't know if I like that idea. I need a drink, I do know that. But I do have Archfiend of Lightning first, which is cool. I got Pandemonium, which is cool because Pandemonium stops you from paying life points. I needed a drink. I also got Life Absorbing Machine, so you pay drink. Paid, I'm guessing, means if I take life. Yeah, it doesn't because that already happened. Alright, I'm adding Pandemonium. So each time a player's Archfiend monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, except by battle. Oh, never mind. That player can add one Archfiend monster from their deck to the hand with a lower level than a destroyed. So there has to be some way of like destroying cards in this deck. Ooh, wow. So all Fiend type monsters, which is most of my deck, gain 500 attack. You can target one Archfiend monster you control, banish one other Fiend type monster you control, and if you do, special summon from your hand, deck or graveyard, whoop, one Archfiend monster with same level as the targeted monster. So there has to be some type of strategy around that. I don't think I've got a... I mean, I could put that down just in case I do gotta pay. Right, so I'll activate this. End phase. And then I should be able to activate the Dark Bishop Archfiend's effect. Well, I thought I could. Or am I thinking the wrong card? Did I just put it like the wrong card down in attack position? Do we want to put any more cards down in the back row? What's going on there? Oh, was I meant to I think I was meant to activate it in the same turn. Was I? Did I do a boo-boo? I think I did do a boo-boo. I think I did do a big boo-boo. It is the wrong card. I did do a boo-boo. I was meant to put that in defense position. I was thinking the wrong card. Yeah, this is from the gating. Oh, it's not the one that like, ooh. Oh, that's a field. Well, you know what I'm gonna do now. I screwed that up. I'm gonna just redo that. I wasn't meant to do that. Like that was a boo-boo on my part because I thought that was another card. This is what happens when you don't read card effects. So fun. Ah, I want the other one. Pandemonium's better. I mean, yes, getting 500 attack points is cool and all, but the other one's much better because I don't have to pay life points. Alright, so Clayman, and then probably Clayman went down in defense, would not surprise me. I did get Terraforming, so I'm going for Pandemonium. So I've got a lot of cards here I'm going to have to read their effect because as I said, I've heard of Archfiends, mainly from the anime, and a couple of other cards that sound really cool just from my own experiences from like previous Yu-Gi-Oh games, but I don't know them all off by the top of my head. So this card can only be set unless you have an Archfiend monster card on your side of the field. That makes sense. When this card is targeted by an effect, okay, the Dice effect, The effects that affect monster that this card destroys are negated. When this card is sent to the graveyard because of a card effect or being destroyed by battle, you can add. So I guess that card kind of triggers all of the effects of most of these cards. When a Terror King Archfiend on your side of the field is destroyed, you can send this card from your hand. I'm gonna set that, and then Jaden should attack it, and then I could summon out Terror King Archfiend. That's mentioned something about Terror King. Right, we're not getting past that. Alright, Monster Reborn. Use the effect of Pandemonium, yes. Alright, so when a Terror King Archfiend on your side of the field is okay, then I can special summon the Terror King. So now I can summon this out. This had... yeah, that was only like one effect. Right, I'm gonna summon that. And then go straight for battle phase and get rid of the Sparkman. Or not. Yep. And then I'm going to... That could be good for like defense. Actually, no, I've already summoned this turn because it was like I could go straight into, unless I just do that. Unless, oh, Pandemonium would have activated. Oh, it's going to my hand, never mind. I'm just gonna put that in my hand then. Can I go main phase 2 or... okay. There was a Monster Reborn that I could bring back. It's my turn though. Right, end phase. Unless Pandemonium did negated something there, I thought. Unless it was meant to be my hand. Alright, at least I got rid of the back row, so there was a Mirror Force there. I got another Terraforming. Oh, okay. Okay. Before resolving okay, it's only got that. Well, this is basically a Summon Skull, so I should probably do that and summon that. And then from there I can go Monster Reborn. And then bring back Terror King Archfiend for 2000 attack. And then go Battle Phase. Destroy that. And then my bets was that that was a Clayman, which it was. Cools! Alright, there's 2 cards off the field. And then next turn, I'll figure out from there what I'm doing. So what was the card that could raise the attack? There's like one that he went from like 9... Sorry, it wasn't, it was like 600 to 1600. Yes. Do I have to keep saying yes like every time that effect goes off? Right, so this is a Archfiend Airness. Might just summon that in defense position. Alright, let's get rid of those 2 cards off the field. Alright, Avion's gone. Oh, that was lucky. I was gonna say, imagine attacking into that with my Archfiend Terror King. That would not have been destroyed. Alright, another Clayman to his hand. He must be running very low on cards. My bet is that's Clayman. That's my bet. Yes! No, this is it. Infernal Queen Archfiend, so I can raise the attack of something on the field by 1,000 with it. So what I could do is I can boost, as long as this card remains during each standby phase. Right, so not at the moment, but each standby phase. Right, I'm gonna just do that. Oh, it wasn't. It's alright, next turn it probably will be Clayman, but for now I'll just whack a big chunk out of his life points. So I'm probably gonna raise Infernal Queen Archfiend's attack by 1,000, just so it can withstand attacks from Jaden. And then next, on my own turn, I'll probably raise up... Ooh, should I do Terror King? Actually, I might do Terror King. Because if I do Terror King to 3,000... Here we go, we gotta press A like multiple times. I don't know why Pandemonium's just like, you know, why don't it just like negate all of that unless there's an extra reason behind that. And I'm just too dumb to work that out. Right, so good chance that is Clayman that just went down considering... Nope, Catapulta. Well, that's game regardless. That wasn't too hard. This duel in general, if I wasn't being stupid the first time around, that actually wasn't that hard. A little bit scary though when the Mirror Force got popped. Right, that was easy. Cool, so we got Elemental Hero Blade Edge. That was in the deck. We got Wing Karibo, Bubbleman, and some plates for that, which we had plenty of points, by the way. Right, so for the sake of Syrus, so I wonder if they're going to explain what actually goes on and the reason why that Jaden's versing, what's his English name? I know it's Kaiser in Japanese. Syrus thought that he was not strong enough to duel, so he left a note for Jaden telling him that he was leaving the academy. Thanks for explaining context! After finding the note, Jaden and Chumley frantically searched for Syrus and his brother Zane. Oh, Zane. How did I forget that? Zane was not surprised that Syrus was giving up. So that's Zane, the school's top duelist. You're dropping out? Well, yeah, kinda. It's about time. You're his big brother, how can you say that? Because I know him. I bet you think you do, but guess what? You don't. And I'm gonna prove it right now. Let's duel. Duel a Slifer? Sure, why not? After all, it's been a while since I went slumming. Then get your game on. Alright, context time. So the reason why Syrus left a note saying that he feels he's not good enough to duel is because the committee at the school plus the Grand Chancellor, whatever his name is, or School Chancellor, found out that Jaden and Syrus were snooping around the Forbidden Dorm, which of course is bad, and as Alexis said, if the school found out, they'd be expelled, and then yeah, that they obviously found out and was like, you bad students, you bad dropout boys, you're gonna be expelled, and the only way you can get around that and have that waived is by doing a tag duel, and with the two of them versing a duelist selected by Professor Kronos or Professor, what's his face in English, the first dude we took down. So after that, and they had a duel, and by that I mean Jaden and Syrus had a practice duel, and then Syrus tried to be all cool and be like, yay, look at me duel, and then he got absolutely whooped by Jaden, because of plot armor. So Syrus after that was like, I'm gonna let Jaden down, I'm gonna run away, because Syrus was pretty pathetic at the start of GX. So then Jaden's like, well, oh no, sorry, before that, during that duel, Syrus pulled Power Bond, and Zane told Syrus that he can't use Power Bond because he's not ready. So Jaden being Jaden wants to duel Zane to prove to Syrus that his brother doesn't control what cards he uses, and as well as like proving to Syrus that, you know, it's all down to like the heart of the duelist or something like that. I forgot what Jaden's reason was. As well as besides, you know, strongest duelist in the school, gotta duel him. And this is how we get here. And then after this duel, because it's not in the game, there's a tag duel with Jaden and Syrus up against the Paradox Brothers, which we saw in... Oh wait, no you didn't, because the game didn't include that either, but I don't blame them because it technically wasn't a traditional duel. The Paradox Brothers, which was in the anime as well for the original Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, that's the whole story. Thanks game for leaving out context once again. It's a shame, because that was actually quite a good duel between them. Even if you had like Jaden up against one of the brothers and then Syrus up against one of the other brothers, that still would have been an interesting single duel. Seeing Gate Guardian twice would have been fun. Anyways, we're using Zane. Thank Arceus, who uses Cyber Dragons. And as I said, I've had an interest of running Cyber Dragons, mainly because I've tried to build a Cyber Dragon deck in the old Yu-Gi-Oh games and failed. So it'd be quite nice to see if I can build one now, just for the sake of saying, okay, I've done Cyber Dragon, we can move on to another deck. Alright, so 2 back row, probably Mirror Force in the back there. Alright, so we got Cyber Dragon Core. So when this card is normal summon, add 1 Cyber Spell Trap from your deck to your hand. If your opponent controls a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard. So I have a Cyber Dragon in my hand. While on the field or graveyard. And then in my extra deck, there's going to be Twin Dragon, which I thought, and Cyber End Dragon. No surprise. I could do Cyber Larvae, because that's got good milling potential. I could even just do Fusion Gate if I get real desperate. I think I'm just going to do Cyber Larvae just for the sake of milling the deck a little bit. Alright, what's Jaden going to do? Straight for battle phase. I'm assuming he wanted me to attack. Alright, gonna place that in defense position. I think this too also makes it so I don't take any battle damage, even if I do put it into attack position, or if it does get switched to attack, which is really cool. So when one gets sent to the graveyard, another does get special summoned, which as I said is great for milling potential. So we've got different dimensional capsule. What could I put into this? Which I'm definitely going to be using, by the way. So I could throw a Cyber Dragon in there. Wait, is there any Cyber Dragons in this deck? Wait, did they... Oh, I was going to say, did they nerf me? I was going to say, where's my Cyber Dragons? Alright, so if that gets MST'd, I'm not sure if that stops it. I don't think it does. When this card is in attack position, negate any spell traps effect that target one machine monster and no other cards. 1200. It doesn't get treated as a cyber. Alright, I'm just gonna put that in defense position. I kind of want to put them face up because they act as Cyber Dragons on the field, right? They do. Alright, mill potential again. And plus it means too, if he keeps able to special summoning, you still got tribute fodder on the field too. And Cyber Dragon only needs 1 tribute. So that's one of the main reasons why I'd personally run Cyber Larvae. I don't know if it's that good of a card. So I wonder if they have to be faced up. They probably do. Alright, I'm gonna just play that. Cyber Cyber... Alright, I think we're good. I get my card next turn too. I wonder if I can bring out Cyber End Dragon. He's probably gonna go for Skyscraper. Oh, he went for Fusion Gate. Jaden's thinking very hard here. Ooh, the game is lagging like you would not believe it. He's gonna play Skyscraper because the only reason why he would have faced... My god, the game is lagging. Nope. He did go Fusion Gate. Did I say Skyscraper? I knew he had Fusion Gate. I don't know why I said he'd go for that. He's going for most likely Flame Wingman. Yeah, he did. Flame Wingman. I was like, unless he goes for Elemental Hero, Burst Gunner. Right, I get my Cyber Dragon. So I wonder if I just face this up. And then I can get out a Cyber. I do. So if I go boom, boom, boom. Kind of lucky now I got my Cyber Dragon into my hand, because I needed that for Cyber End Dragon. Sweet! I was actually going to go for Cyber Twin Dragon, but this works better. Cyber End Dragon! Plus I get piercing damage too. I don't think this has extra attacks. I think it's only Twin Dragon that does that. Now I can go for... Actually, I'm going to just add a polymerization to my hand, just for the sake of milling too. And just in case, I could do a Proto Cyber Dragon, which is 1100, or I could do this, which I might, because I get to draw a card out of it too. So first things first, I hope I don't get hit with a Mirror Force. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Transcend. Uh-oh. That's bad. Hold on. Cannot... During your opponent's battle phase, you contribute this face-up card. Oh. All attack position monsters your opponent controls and inflict... Oh! That's bad! That's bad. That's very bad. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Can I get around this? That's worse than a Mirror Force. That's a Mirror Force plus more. What do I do? No. I don't want to attack. No. Main phase. Never mind. Never mind. I assumed if I just went the main phase too, that wouldn't have mattered. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad beyond belief. So, oh. Did I have, like, no way out of that? It was gonna go, like, boom, whether I like it or not. Did I just lose to, like, the most unluckiest situation of him having, like, Wing Karibo and Transcendent Wings? Or was it... I kind of feel that was just bad luck. It has to be. Like, as I said, for him to have that combo, I think that's just bad luck. Ooh, Galaxy Eyes Soulflare Dragon. So Galaxy Eyes now has a Link monster. Nice. It seems like all the signature dragon cards all have Link monsters now, which is really cool. I learned that Cyber Dragon has a Link monster as well, so when we do run the Cyber Dragons, I'll get to use, like, my first Link card. There is a D-Fusion in this deck. Cyber Dragon. Is that Dree? So Skyscraper was pulled this time, not Fusion Gate. Oh, he set Skyscraper. I'm assuming he set Skyscraper. I did start off with Cyber Larvae. Can't say Larvae today. I'm gonna use Fusion Sage just for the sake of getting Polymerization back into my hand. I guess Cyber Dragon Dray gets treated as Cyber Dragon too. Yep. One winner's card, you can make... what's that say? You can make all Cyber Dragon you currently control become level 5. Ooh. That would be good for Exceeding. But we don't have Exceeds, but I will in my own deck. I want to do this, and then I'll just do this. And then hope I don't get... If Cyber Dragon is your graveyard, you can activate one of these if you have 3 or more in your graveyard. Ooh, so that if I get Cyber End Dragon, and plus all of these do get treated as Cyber Dragon whilst in the graveyard too. Ooh. Ooh, maybe I should have... I may have did a dum-dum. Maybe I should have got that. Because I've got 2 dragons that technically get treated as Cyber Dragon whilst in the graveyard. Oh. Oh, we got Bubbleman. And this is actually the exact episode where Elemental Hero Bubbleman was actually shown. So 1900 attack. A little bit less, a little bit more than Cyber Dragon Dray. Defense position. Alright, so I gotta deal with that. What do you want me to activate? Defuse. Oh, I didn't realize that worked on his cards too. Yeah, I'll defuse you. I generally... Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought defusion just worked on your own cards. I didn't know that. I didn't realize you can just pop it on, like, your opponent. When is it you can make... Oh, well... There is no other Cyber Dragons on the field, so I'm not going to do that. But what I will do, though, is go for an attack and see if that's a Mirror Force, which it ain't. So 1800 life point damage, that's a good start. And then I can go for a Proto Cyber Dragon. And then afterwards, depending on like how many turns I got left on that, I may even get a Cyber End Dragon. I will get a Cyber Dragon. I will get the big boy. Kinda glad now I've got Polymerization in my hand because I don't even have a Fusion Gate either. Cyber End Dragon! Boom! Cool! So we get the big boy back out again. Plus there's no card on the field either. Kinda makes me think that back row could be Transcendent Wings. Which I hope not. Battle phase. Let's go for that whopping 4,000 thumping life point damage. Woo! We did it. Cyber End Dragon makes a return. This time not getting thumped by a little Karibo. That's actually humiliating. I can't believe that actually happened. As I said, was that just bad luck that happened, or... Yeah. Let's not talk about it. Alright, this should be game if there's no Mirror Force on the field. If not, I still gotta back up. Okay, yep, there's no Mirror Force. It's game. Cools! That's another one down. Thanks for a great duel, Zane. So Zane, what do you think? I think Syrus chose good friends. Your brother's got mad skills. Well, at least I got the looks. Haha, come on, let's go home and work on our decks. Also, I think the other reason why Zane, because I just remembered then, wanted to duel Jaden, and the reason why he accepted is because Alexa was talking to Zane about Jaden. And then Zane's like, yeah, I'll duel him. He sounds interesting. We've got Transcendent Wings recipe, we've got Mud Ball Man reward, Clayman, Flame Wingman as well, and some jewel points. Pretty pathetic amount of them too. So yeah, as I said, we kind of miss out on the tag jewel there, but that's for good reasons, I guess. So now I'm gonna deal with this, so I think we'll end it with doing this jewel and then we'll do some card openings for... excuse me, I got a bit of gas at the moment. Trying to keep myself awake with a bit of caffeine and I go a bit gassy with it. Right, I'm going first. I have Reinforced the Army. I even got Transcendent Wings too, so I could even pull off a Jaden and get a taste, pull off a taste of medicine. That didn't make sense because it's like I just looked at that and my brain just went bleh. Well, it just went to mush. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Come on, brain. Just, yeah, ignore me. I think I'm just having just a complete stroke. Right, let's just pull off a... Ooh, actually, no, I don't want to pull off a Mud Ball. Not with Mud Ball, Thunder Giant just yet. I think I might just wait. Since I know this deck, I'm gonna wait. Just bide my time, wait for him to... Never mind. I was like, you know, I can just make him summon a Cyber Dragon or something like that. And then just... that was unfortunate. I was like, maybe he'll summon out a strong monster and then I'm gonna stun the giant, destroy it that way, but instead I've just waited... Oh, never mind, I just got Skyscraper. Just, yeah. I mean, I did miss out on a bit of a fusion card there, but still I'd get to destroy that Cyber Dragon. How many times has that bitten me in the ass now with me biding my time or being too cautious? I think it's starting to become a bit of a bad... Oh, I'm gonna get destroyed next turn because Skyscraper doesn't work when they attack me. I jumped in a little too quick. Still, I would have been biting the dust if I didn't destroy Cyber Dragon. Alright, well, I did get a bit of a threat. Oh, never mind, he's just gonna Monster Reborn it. Yo, that's not fun. Where was Cyber Dragon? Well, and again, I brought it out with a capsule. I didn't draw it. I had to forcefully put it in my hand. I'm gonna take a big chunk of life point damage here. Jaden, why is there a brick in my hand? I have to hope I get Karibo. Oh. 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 Oh, dude, where's Karibo? Where? I kind of need Karibo now. 2800. I mean, it won't be an OTKO, but it still would help. Karibo, please. Nah, I got Skyscraper. Bah. Bah. That's all I can say. Bah. That was really unfortunate. He gets a draw card. If I had Spark Blaster there, I could have done something, because I could have actually got rid of that. I wonder if by second attack it means he can attack me directly. Well, just salt to the wound, just get rid of my Skyscraper. Though not like it's going to matter anyways. If it does make 2 direct attacks, I'm dead. Oh, okay, it does work like that. Yikes. Alright, we'll try one more time with Jaden. All I needed was Karibo, that's it. I just needed one little stinking furball and I probably would have had a chance to turn it around. Geez, that was very unfortunate. Just that one little misplay of not playing my fusion card. Oh. Alright, well at least Zane gets to start off first and not me. A hero emerges. I have a relatively decent hand, it's just a shame I can't back it up with anything interesting. Right, Proto Cyber Dragon, so 1 Cyber Dragon on the field. I was gonna say, if that was a polymerization, that would have been the perfect pull. I could do Bubbleman and just draw 2 cards and hope... Is it 2 cards? You must... When this card is summoned, you can draw 2 cards. You must control Oh, and have no cards in your hand to activate and resolve this effect. Ah, what strict requirements that is. Well, there's a good chance that he will choose. Oh, actually, I can make it guaranteed that he chooses that. Don't know why, but we'll just do this. Alright. Please don't summon... I can't summon Cyber Dragon anyways because he needs to have no cards on the field for that to happen. Alright, Skyscraper, which means I can get rid of that, so we'll go Tricks. It's got higher attack than what Flame Wingman does. I mean, I would love to keep it around just for Flame Wingman, but yeah, I need Polymerization. Where's my Polymerization? Give me Polymerization! Alright, what terrifying thing am I up against? Yes! We got attack position. The reason why I said yes, because like, please land on Avion. So then that way, Bubbleman's only in my hand. Ah, rats, that counted. What if I got Clayman down? I got Fusion Gate. Damn it, Tricks went to the graveyard. Right, Fusion Gate then, I guess. So I can go for Thunder Giant, then get rid of that. Yep, okay, that's going to be my best play, I think. Just get rid of them. I kind of got like a bit of a brick on the field with Avion now, but whatevs. As I said, I would have preferred Flame Wingman, but unfortunately Tricks went rip. Okay. Alright, so Sparkman's out. Oh, wait, it had been like nothing on the field. Yeah. Oh. Wait, I can special summon it. Yeah, we'll special summon. Gives me 800 extra attack points. I really don't know why, but let's just do it. Oh no, I didn't activate this effect to get rid of that and do direct life point damage. Oh, I just derped. Never mind. No. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Didn't matter, I just got defused. Oh, I smell a defeat coming. I smell a pretty bad defeat coming, actually. Oh god, I smell an absolutely dreadful defeat coming. And he can use Fusion Gate too. Wait, why do you use Fusion Gate? He could have just used Power Bond. Why didn't he use Power Bond? Or did the oh. Yeah, no, why didn't he use Power Bond? He could have doubled that attack. And he's got to attack twice. He would have dealt some nasty damage if he used Power... Maybe I should be lucky he didn't use Power Bond. Although I'm in position now where there's... Never mind. I just drew something. Put another monster in attack position, you coward. I forgot he can use Fusion Gate too. Go for it. I just gotta draw a monster after this. Right, that's a really nasty Cyber Dragon out the way. Right, terraforming. You know what? I don't want him using Fusion Gate, so let's get rid of it. I think Skyscraper at this point is going to be handy. Alright. Well, I need a monster now, and I gotta survive. Okay, lava. A lava. I'm gonna get smacked by a little larvae that's normally there to like mill the deck instead or as tribute fodder. Good job. Now, can I draw a monster? It's... Oh, wait! Holy yes! Let's special summon Bubbleman and actually get to use its effect. I just said... Wait, what? You must control no other cards and have no cards in... Wait, what? I don't control unless there... Do I have to have an empty field? What the... I had no cards in my hand. Aww. Does their idea of control mean like nothing on the field? Like completely clean field? Aw. Rats. Having transcendent wings on the field actually now backfire if that's the case. That's stupid. Bubbleman just popped my bubble. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use Blue Eyes. I'm sick of this deck. Oh. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm gonna go rip. Yay! I admit defeat. I didn't need to admit defeat because I was gonna face defeat anyways. Bubbleman sucks. There's no denying that. Bubbleman sucks. Alright, let's use Blue Eyes. I was like, oh, I might be going an episode without using my custom deck, which is kind of unfortunate considering I've already sat down and made the Blue Eyes deck, but never mind, we will be showing off the Blue Eyes deck. As much as I love Cyber Dragon, it's... Oh. I knew that come around and brick me. I did get Solomon Warning at least. Double Summon is... Actually, no, Double Summon actually might be handy. Okay, let's put... Or at least put the Ritual card into my hand, I guess. And then we can do Double Summon. It's about the only time Double Summon actually is going to be quite handy. Its effect isn't so much of a, you know, something that's handy, but at least it's going to be extra defense on the field. I'm kind of glad now I put it down. Actually, no, I've got this, so I'm just going to activate this. Boom. And yes, I do have to pay 2,000, but it does mean I don't have to handle a Cyber Dragon. Which clears the field. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, because it was a special summon. Alright, Pot of Greed. So I've got 3 of these in the deck, so me drawing one is bound to happen. It's not in my hand. Ha ha ha. Right, we'll just go battle phase. Actually, no, I couldn't even use cards of consonants on... Oh. On that tuner anyways, because it's not a dragon, it's a spellcaster. Never mind. I've kind of had the worst draws at the moment. Okay, it's gonna just go... Actually, can't even take out my tuner because that's 1,200 too. Okay, so far so good that tuner's holding up. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's special summon my Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. And then I don't want to do that, but I do... I'm just gonna go battle phase. Alright, since that's in, just do that. Draw a card, of course. And just get... Oh, okay. I might use Cyber Dragon, Blue Eyes Alternative's effect next turn, just get rid of Larvae, because if it's not destroyed by battle, it doesn't activate its effect. So it's only by battle that you can draw another card. I just whacked my microphone, so if it sounded weird there, that's why. Okay, another card face down. Then again, I'd be pretty scared too if there was a 3,000 whopping monster on the field. Actually, it wouldn't matter. Another pot reed. Also another special summon Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. And then a pot of greed. Hey, there we go. I was waiting for that. Chaos form. Yes, yes, special summon that. Oh, sorry, use Blue Eyes as the tribute. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon on the field, and then we'll activate that effect. Send that to the graveyard. And I think we'll go straight into my battle phase and hope that there's no nastiness in the back row there. Which there's not, and that's gonna be some real nasty damage there. Oh my lord, he would have been hurting after that. Oh, now you can see why Chaos Max Dragon's kind of deadly. Alright, that's how we win. Pretty quick. Alright, so I got the Cyber Dragon recipe, Power Bond as their signature cards, Cyber Phoenix, and Cyber Dragon Core, and some jewel points. Right. Okay, well, I'll show what the next one is, which was Formula for Success, which is Bastion versus the Chaz. Oh, what do they say? Chaz it up! Chaz it up! Chaz it up! What do they say in Japanese again? I think it's like thunder, is it thunder? Thunder? I can't remember actually. Been so long since I watched that part of the anime. Anyways, let's draw some my cards, because we never drew Syrus, I don't think. Well, if we did, then I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna double check that, no I didn't. We drew insect cards out of my. This is gonna be instant, because I got Insect Queen. Scary Moth. We got Harpy Lady Phoenix formation. Great. Oh, okay, so we're getting a lot of Weavils. Oh, Feather of a Phoenix. Yes, that's a good card. Just good in general, actually. Dragon Treasure, Vile Germs, Icarus Attack. There's actually some real interesting cards in this pack. Amazon. Oh, yes, there is Amazon cards. Good, but they're probably going to be rare. What's this? Any battle damage a player takes become 1,000. Okay, that's interesting. What if there's like a strategy around that? Spear Cretin. Phoenix, discard one card and target one card your opponent controls. Place that target on top of the deck. Ooh, that could be handy because anything that revolves returning, especially if it's from the extra deck, just goes straight to the extra deck instead. Great Moth, Golden Flying Fish. This is actually a very interesting booster pack. I wasn't expecting Parasite. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I wasn't expecting insect cards. Oh, Twin-Headed Fire Dragon. Stealth Bird. Fun times. I wonder if there's gonna be like a whole bunch of field spells in this booster pack too, because I just drew 2. Queen's Pawn. Guardian Eidos, so Guardian cards probably in this deck too. Probably because I just drew Celestial Sword Eidos as well, so I'm expecting a couple of them too. D and Keto the Cure Master. Amazonia's Paladin. Needleworm. Oh god. Oh, that's a fun card to run. Oh, milling deck. I gotta run a troll milling deck sometime in this playthrough. Guardian Trice. Cannonball Spear Shellfish. Oh, cool. Torrential Tribute. Mermaid Knight. So it looks like there's a couple of like, I wouldn't say, maybe Mako's cards. Might be some of Rex's cards in here too. Shadow of Eyes. Oh, it's not continuous though. In Duelist of the Roses, that's a continuous card. Quite a nasty one too. Flash Assailant. Harpy's, I've got 3 of them already. Harpy's Pet, Phantasional Dragon. I think Mai dropped them if you did a challenge, so I've already got 3 of them, so don't need to worry about that. Upstart Goblin. At least that's a good card to draw, especially for like Exodia decks. So that's quite cool to get. Mystical Moon, Parocation, Butterfly Dagger Elma, which I think's banned because it's part of a loop to draw. Or Amazonia's Tiger. That's like one of my favorite Amazonia's cards. Amazonia's Trainee. And plus, Mai did use Amazonia's cards too up against her battle with Marek. Doomdozer. Where do I remember seeing that card? Maybe it was in 5Ds I remember seeing that card, Doomdozer. Card just sounds very familiar. Twin-headed behemoth. I think that's one of the deck leaders out of Duelist of the Roses. Another insect queen. I wonder if Harpy Lady must be one of the rares then. It's like I haven't seen a Harpy Lady yet. Harpy's Pet Dragon? Q's? At least we got that. Hunter Spider. Oh, it's another like Uni card. Currently control gain levels equal to the number of water. Oh, that's cool. Great for Exeed summoning then. Cool. I'll have to keep that in mind if I build a water deck, which I probably will when we get to Zexal. Oh, look how cute that is! I actually pulled. I'm gonna read that in my own time because I'm probably gonna have a dyslexic attack and completely misread that card. Yeah, this is definitely filled with field cards. Harpy's Feather Duster, which is good. But as I was saying, I was probably gonna build a shark deck when we get to Zexal based off of Shark's deck. Shark, the character out of Zexal, which runs a shark deck. I had to explain it and break it down like that because I was like, oh, that didn't make sense when I explained it. So, yeah, it looks cool, and just the fact that it's running around like one animal is quite cool. So I have to keep that in mind for that because that'll probably work with that particular field spell. Probably, it's probably not. It was just the first thing I thought of because that'd be good for like Exeed summoning. What is that? Metamorphs Insect Queen? That's a lot of card text. If I get around to building like an Insect Queen deck or something, probably not going to happen, but still, I'll have to look at that one. It looks kind of nasty. Probably isn't nasty, but yeah, it's still cool. I'm going to look at that in my own time. Griffin Wing, I actually owned that card. That looks like a foil, like based off the foil. Amazonia's Village. Alright, we'll do like 2 more and then I'll end it. White Magician. Ocean Dragon Lord. Ooh. Neat, there's a lot of cool ocean monsters in here. Amazonia's Pet Liger, look how cute that is! Oh, that looks so cute! Once per turn, if this card attacks during damage calculation, you can make this card gain 500 attack during that damage calculation only. So it will go up to 3,000. If your Amazonia's monsters attacked an opponent's monster after damage calculation, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 800 attacks. Monsters you control cannot attack Amazonia's monsters you control except this one. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's so cute too. Oh, I want to run it. Oh, I don't care if it sucks. I just want to run that cute card. I just want to pull another card. Alright, we got that. 3 level 4 wind monsters. And it can attack the opponent directly. Your opponent cannot target any harpy monsters with effects or for attacks. During each of your end phases, detach one. Oh! Oh! That's nasty. No wonder it needs 3. This card's effects can only be applied and resolved while it has okay, so it's balanced out by that last little line there. Ugh. Not as good as I thought originally. Alright, well that's a good decent start, so that's the end of that episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As I said, I will make up for the lost episode on Saturday with a double upload, and then the marathon will end on Tuesday or Wednesday depending on your time zone. But anyways, next episode we'll move on with the campaign. We'll do the Bastion versus Chaz campaign, and then depending on time and all that, we'll work it out from there what else we do, which will probably be... What's after that? I generally forgot because that's what I'm up to in the anime. Okay, I know where we are after that. Okay, that's part of the main part of season 1. Okay, that's moving very, very, very quick. Wow, we're jumping into that quick. Alright, so yeah, that's what's going to be happening. So, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen, making sure to stay beautiful, and ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!